Ladies and gents, welcome to another video here on the EGL channel. Today, well, originally my plan was to go through the informs that we got coming this week, having a look at some of the potential cheap options that you could maybe use, but let's be honest, that team of the week sucks, so we're not going to talk about that. Look, honestly, I'll be holding my team of the week pack this week, not be touching that one. Rank 3 is what I get to every week. Not hard, I know, but besides the point, we'll be holding that for next week's squad. Hence why we're not doing a video on that, and hence why we're doing a video instead on Nteka. I've been calling him Nketa, but it's Nteka. So this guy, Randy Nteka, plays for Rayo Vallecano. That's not how you say it. It's Rayo Vallecano. There we go. It's not a very well-known team in La Liga, of course, but French La Liga, already a good start. But this guy plays striker, has the 82 pace, 81 shooting. All right, okay, yeah, silver card, 72 passing, yeah, that's okay. 80 dribbling, yeah, okay, pretty standard silver. 70 defending and 89 physical. He's 6'2" with high attacking weight rates and medium defensive, but at the same time, 3-star, 3-star. He looks like a great central midfielder, and I think that's what everybody's been saying. Let's just have a quick look at the card and what you have to do. I mean, if you don't know, of course, you can go down, win 3 matches in the Silver Lounge, score 8 goals, assist 6 goals. So 3 matches, score 8 goals during them, assist 6 goals. It's very, very easily done. It's something that I'm going to make sure I concentrate on doing this year, because I didn't do any of the Silver Lounge last year, and I know a lot of people really enjoyed it, so I'm going to pick up some good cards here. And I think this is probably one of the better cards that I have ever seen when it does come down to picking up a player who can actually be decent and be used in your teams. As far as this player goes, though, I mean, there you go. I think you throw a shadow on him. The pace is there, the defending is there, the physical is there, the stamina is there. Good as a CM. The passing is probably something that you would maybe want to potentially, do something with. So I think everybody was kind of going with the powerhouse to put that passing up, to put that defensive side of things up. But then I don't think the pace is there quite as much as I would like. I would probably just go with a shadow for him. I think he will be there to, he can obviously go with the shooting. That's absolutely fine. That's really good shooting, if anything. It's kind of reminiscent of kind of Renato Sanchez-esque, if you like, but obviously really tall. So yeah, I think he's going to do a really good job in central mid. That's where we will be playing him. Or maybe as a CDM who will be on balance. That's kind of the vibe I'm going to get with, because of the high attacking work rates, medium defensive is actually too bad. And when it does come down to a CM, obviously high would be the ideal, but we're not obviously going to get that with a silver card. But other than that, look, everything about him is really, really nice. Traits-wise, doesn't really have anything really going on. Technical dribble, long shot taker, but everything else is kind of where you would want it to be. With a shadow, he's a fantastic CM, and we have built some squads around him. By the sign of the title of the video, you will know that. So let's jump into the squads right now. We'll start with the cheap one. So this is the first one, and 75k gets you Dembele and then a La Liga squad around him. Essentially is the way that we go. But in Nteka, this is kind of to show you some of his links at the cheaper side of things. You got Camavinga, Fran Garcia is a strong link left back who's silver, but 90 pace, decent. Okay, yeah, so his defensive stats are really quite bad. But besides the point, he's a good silver one. If you want to maybe start making silver teams, he's that strong link that you will need to then spread out. With him being French, you kind of can do it very, very easily. But we concentrate on La Liga because everything's very cheap, like everything else in the market at the moment, and this is what we've ended up going with. I'd play him next to Camavinga. Camavinga maybe a little bit more defensive, although the defensive stats probably with Nteka just that little bit more, but Nteka has that pace to move forward. Of course, his passing is not the best at 72. That's really where you're going to feel it, I think, on this card. I think he's going to feel very similar to Camavinga, just a little bit quicker. I'm actually curious to try him out, and I'm going to be trying them out as soon as I possibly can. But we went with Dembele, who picks up the majority of your coins on this one, just as a really good player to have in this squad. I'd probably play Depay up top, Gomez and Cam, Nteka and then Camavinga in CM or CDM if you are playing a 4-2-3-1, and then you can use Dembele and Carrasco either in those wide cams or in left mid, right mid. The backline sort of speaks for itself. Very, very cheap. I mean, just the state of the market right now. I mean, what? 1.6k, like pennies, 950. It's just crazy how cheap everything is right now. You could probably swap Dest out for somebody maybe a little bit better on this one, just to bump it up. But if you don't have many coins and you just maybe want a second squad to play around with, then this is probably not a bad one. And I think it's actually not too bad for the coins. So 75k for this one. Let's move on to another iteration of an Nteka squad right now. So this one we've stayed mostly French, but also went over towards some league. We've stayed with, I mean, how many different squads leagues have we got here? So we got 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, just the 3 by the looks of things, actually. I thought maybe it would have been more than that, but nonetheless, let's jump into it. Very Premier League orientated, and going with another guy in that middle, you will have some absolute killers in the center of your midfield with Tchouaméni and Nteka. They should be hurting people in the middle, absolutely. Your backline, very, very strong, I think. I think that's probably where we've upgraded mostly on this one. The attacking side of things is fairly similar, but the upgraded defense is really what you're going for here. Romero is a decent buy, whatever he comes in with. It's not very much, but 76 pace. You could even go for his inform if you do want it. Regular at left back, probably the best left back when it does come down to the Premier League. If you really wanted, you could probably squeeze Mendy in there by bringing in a French centre back, linking him to Loris. Gomez has the strong link. You know, it's one of them that would work out. Tchouaméni and Nteka in the middle, Walker right back, and again it's the same sort of story. Saint-Maximin and Dembele out wide, Ben Yedder and Griezmann. I think Griezmann's a really good cam. You could go for his road to the final, which will get you a decent little upgrade for that one, of course, when it does start running on through. I think Atletico should make it out of that group. But Ben Yedder going in at striker. I actually, looking at it from the outset, I think obviously Dembele and Walker, the defense is a lot better than the previous team. But at the same time, of course, your strike force doesn't really improve that much, which is what we'll talk about when we do get over towards the 400k squad. But I think this is very nice when it does come down to 180k. Nteka very much at the central part of that one. I still just can't get over that that's a silver card that I'm staring at. He's what? 18 face card stats off being a Goretzka. It's just like, it's daft. It's absolutely crazy. Anyway, let's move on to the next squad. We're coming up with a 400k one for some of you guys who've still got some coins lying around. Let's jump to it. Now, this is a little bit more like it. We've blended in some Bundesliga into this one, of course. And another card that I really like, that I think some of you guys should probably end up doing, is strong links to Nteka. This is kind of was the point of my video. Nteka and Fekir strong link to each other. Fekir is a really good card for the coins. I do not have a La Liga or a French team whatsoever, but I have done him for when they hopefully get upgraded. Just another point on Fekir if you are maybe querying whether or not to continue to do him or not. I've had so many duplicates from the 75 plus player pick SBC, so I just threw them all in and then ended up doing the 816 for nothing. It hasn't cost me a penny. The fact that Betis are 2-0 in their group, they're currently sitting joint top. They're playing against Leverkusen actually, well, tonight. You should be maybe watching this video the day after. So let me know how they did against Leverkusen, because I think that'll be an important point of whether or not he does get upgraded. But still looking good to get through the group nonetheless. 2-0, so are Leverkusen. Looking very, very nice for Fekir to get that upgrade, which will be a nice one. That pace, shooting, passing, all going to just knock up that little bit. Dribbling in the 90s, good physicals, and he will be in an arguing spot for getting into my start lineup very, very shortly. And it's to the point of where I'm bringing him off the bench and I'm considering trying to get him in some way. Nonetheless, as I said, he does strong link to Nteka. Mendy coming in at left back, Koundé up at Meccano. It's a really good French defence with Mbabu in there right back. Neuer in there, Dembele, Coman out wide with Fekir and Calm, and Kunku in the CM role with Nteka. Of course, I'll probably... It's a very attacking one. I'd probably say this is more of like a 4-4-2 kind of vibe. You've got central mids rather than CDMs with Dembele and Coman out wide. Fekir and Ben Yedder up top would work a miracle as well. But I really like the squad. I really like the look of Nteka's card. I may even just do a review on him just to see what he looks like, and then we can link back to this video and think, okay, well, yeah, so this is definitely worth doing. I am going to get him done probably tomorrow morning, and we may well have that review coming up through the week, and we will see what he looks like next to Fekir as well. I'm very curious to try him out. Look, I don't think he's like looking quite as good as some other CMs like my centre mids are Renato Sanchez and Goretzka. I don't think he's going to necessarily be there alongside them, but very, very happy to see how Nteka does, and CEA releasing more silver cards that are very much usable. So that is going to be it. There's the 400k squad. I think it's probably my favourite one, but it would be with Fekir, etc. in it. I think it's a very, very solid lineup. But let me know what you think of the squads. Let me know if you're going to use any of these. Are you going to use Nteka? Let me know what you think of him as well. As I said, we hopefully have a review coming on him in the next couple of days. But get him done, get him in your squad, and give him a go. Please do leave a comment on the video. Like it if you already have not. Subscribe as well for more content coming to you on FIFA 22. We'll see you for the next one.